What's up? I'm Scotty from the Boardr, where we help run some of skateboarding's most fun events. In this series of videos, we'll be covering how to run a quality event. In this segment, we cover getting a venue.
There are a lot of items to think about when choosing a venue for your skateboarding contest. We're going to start off with the most important, probably, the location. Can people get to the skate park? Do people go to it? Is there parking? What's the location? Is it close to anything? That's something to think about right up front. Is it a skate park that you want to use? Now, to dive in a little more on a skate park you want to use, the terrain. Hopefully at this point you've decided, oh, I'm doing a street contest or a park contest or a mini ramp or vert. Let's say, for example, you're doing a street contest. Are you choosing the right spot for that street contest? Is the course outdated? Is there a ledge? Is there a rail? Is there a flat bar? Is there a set of stairs or a step up? What do you need to run that street contest? That's going to be vital when you choose your facility location. And finally, do people want to skate it? Is this something that they actually go to on a regular basis? Are people psyched on the park? From a business perspective, there are two different ways to look at skate parks. Is it public or is it private? A public skate park is your general local skate park that's in a park or some facility in your city. It's operated by the local municipality, the local town. That's a public skate park, something that anyone can go to and skate at any time. They're generally free. Once in a while you pay a small fee for them, but they're run by the city or local government. A private skate park is a little bit different. It's often a private business. Maybe it's run by a nonprofit or a small group of people, but it's generally like a small business. That's how a private skate park is run. A private skate park it often is in a warehouse like this one. We're here at the Boardr HQ, and this is operated by us, and it's, as you notice, it's enclosed. Therefore, you don't have any weather issues. You don't have any lighting issues in case your contest runs into the evening. And you get to deal with a single person or a small group as opposed to the city. A private skate park is often more flexible to work with in a city. Within a small business, you can kind of do whatever you want, as opposed with a municipality, there's a bunch of rules and regulations and boxes you need to check to do things a certain way. Now, at this point, you're going to take one more look at the facility and say, is the layout good? Can the crowd watch it? Are we good to go? Okay, cool, you're good to go. You choose the facility. There's still a few more things you need to think about. First thing you have to think about, cost. Is the cost going to be reasonable enough where you can actually afford it? Does it make any financial sense to spend the money on the facility? With a private park, you're going to be able to negotiate. With the city, it's often non-negotiable. You're just going to have to pay whatever they ask you to pay to use the facility. And with the city, they're absolutely going to ask you for a permit. With a private skate park, you may get a permit, you may not have to get a permit, since the facility is probably already permitted to be used for events and daily usage anyway. With a public skate park, the city is absolutely going to make you go through the process of getting a permit. Something else you're going to need if you deal with the city is insurance. A private skate park may ask for it or they may not ask for it. A public skate park is definitely 100% going to ask for insurance. Having insurance is a good idea no matter what. Anyway, it's the type of thing you're just going to have to hit up your local insurance agent. If you don't have insurance for your company already or your group that is hosting the contest, you can usually pull an insurance policy for the day and check that box for whoever's going to require it. Another item to think about, some sort of security. A public facility, they're definitely going to require some sort of security. It's often police. You'll have to have a police officer or two on site. A private facility, probably not. Usually with a private facility, there's one way in, there's one way out. It's very secure. They're used to doing daily business with a lot of people coming through their place. The public facility, they're just the city. When you deal with the municipality, they're just always concerned of the liability. So they're going to want the police there in some capacity. If not, good for you. You don't have to worry about it. Another item, medical. Of course, 911 is a call away. It's very often that we use that. But sometimes private or public facility will require some sort of medical on site. That's always good. You don't have to have the ambulance and the whole thing. You can just have a qualified person, some sort of paramedic, someone that's like off duty that can be there to be the first respondent to a severe situation. But that's always like a peace of mind type thing. I personally like having that there because some kid falls, hits his head. Okay, no one has to deal with it except the trained professional. So keep in mind that whether public or private, whoever, if they require it or don't require it, medical is always a great idea to have.